Good evening and welcome. We're going to begin this evening with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Glenn Scruggs.
What was I talking about?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to call this meeting to order. Roll call please, Mrs. Martin.
Director Brewer is absent, all other members are present.
Thank you. Moving on, do I have a motion for the approval of the minutes? Second? Tonight I'll call for a unanimous roll call vote. When I do this, your vote will be recorded and then for affirmative unless I hear a nay or an I abstain. Motion carries. Adoption of the agenda. Unanimous roll call vote. Motion carries. Moving on to presentations. The high school students of the month for September are Hannah Bayshore and Lindsay Kaiser. This award is sponsored jointly by the Fredericksburg and Jonestown Lions Clubs, and each recipient will be recognized at a future meeting of the Lions Club. The middle school student of the month for September is Jocelyn Chadwick. This award is sponsored by the Northern Lebanon County Rotary Club, and each recipient will be recognized at a future meeting of the Rotary Club. I'd like to now welcome our student representative, Hannah Colombo.
Hello everyone. Today I'd like to discuss the results we have for the first day of school and how preparations for the homecoming week are going. First, the meeting we had on the 23rd of August went smoothly. We completed numerous tasks like organizing and cleaning the student council closet, taping up posters for picture day classmates and school spirit, and we taped the quotes to the pencils. Unfortunately, with the pencils, we were not able to put them in lockers because not every student was provided with one on the first student day. Instead, we gave them to the teachers to hand out to students in first period. Next, hall decorating is still occurring on the 13th. We hope that all of the class officers are working hard in preparing what is going on their hallway. For Powder Puff, we actually have to move the date to the Monday after homecoming because of some complications. For the movie night, we have selected Tangled, and that is on the 18th from 7 to 10 p.m. Car decoration and tailgate will be held on the 20th. Things are running smoothly with those events. We have finally gotten a hold of the fire department for the homecoming football game bonfire. Court is running smoothly, and we have the 6 court girls selected. We're still selling tickets. We started selling them yesterday, and we sold around 15. We are deciding to sell them for $10 at lunches and then $12 at the dance. We think that this would be a better way to estimate how much food and drink we would need for the dance. Things with the homecoming dance are going well smoothly. I think that this is going to be a fantastic dance.
Thank you so much. Great report. Before we move on to admin reports, I would just like to take a minute and recognize all the individuals that are over next door in the auditorium receiving awards from our elementary school students. There are some awards still going on, and if there was some miscommunication and you were here this evening, your child wasn't recognized next door, we would love the opportunity to do so tonight. So if someone comes in the audience and you understand that they missed the recognition over there, we certainly will do it at the board meeting right now. Obviously, we don't have the room to accommodate all the great students that are over there. Now we'll move on to reports.
Before we get started, I would like to make a brief comment tonight about the situation that has affected many of our students and parents, and that is, of course, transportation. First and foremost, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you transportation was not an issue. It was. It was opening in several ways. It was an issue opening the school year. Some cases, we're still trying to iron some things out. First and foremost, to those parents and students who are inconvenienced in any way, we owe you an apology. Being a parent myself, I understand your anxiety in this issue. You have every right to be emotional when it comes to your child. These types of incidents that we experienced were varied, and the reasons included human error, technology issues, to name just a few. Again, I'm not trying to justify anything or place blame. I'm just trying to point some things out. Moving forward, we have no choice but to use this as a true learning experience. We, along with D.B. Fisher, who, by the way, have worked many, many hours side by side with us to address all issues, and their drivers, who have been nothing short of wonderful through a very, very difficult time, we will sit down together and look at everything that has taken place and develop a corrective action plan so that these things do not happen again. Again, at the moment, all I can do is to acknowledge the issues at hand, sincerely apologize for any inconveniences they caused, and assure you that we will do everything in our power to solve any outstanding issues and to see that they do not happen again. We do owe you that. Otherwise, it was a great start. Brad, Mason, and I got out to all the buildings on the first day and personally witnessed lots of smiles, teachers, staff, administrators welcoming students, floors shine, lots of positive energy. Overall, what you would want for the first day to start off a very successful school year. To all those that made it happen, including parents, thank you. On behalf of the board, a very heartfelt thanks.
Thank you so much, Superintendent Corby. I do want to thank you for taking the time to recognize the learning curve that has happened this year and own mistakes, and it's encouraging to know that we're going to learn from those mistakes and move forward, so I do want to thank you for that. On behalf of the board, we do want to thank everyone that was involved in transportation over the past several months. We thank the drivers who have taken the time to learn new routes and work with the children and keep our children safe. You are not unnoticed. We want to thank the administration who has been a part of it as well, and office staff. We definitely recognize all the hard work, and we know that safety is paramount and our children come first, so we want to thank you for all those efforts. And to the community, we look forward to moving forward, and we are thankful for the feedback that you have and your patience through the process. So we appreciate you all. Is there anything else for administrative reports? If not, is there any old business? Okay, we will now move to our public input session, and Attorney Zhang, would you make a few comments prior to starting the public input?
Yes, Madam President, just a reminder to all of the folks that are listening online or are present here at the meeting, pursuant to the board's adoption of revisions to policy 903 later in the meeting, this first public input session is going to be the only public input session for this meeting and every meeting to follow. Therefore, the board will accept comment on agenda and non-agenda related items pursuant to the same parameters of time and content they have before. But just a reminder, all of it will be collected at this time. There will not be a second session at the end of the meeting. Thanks.
Thank you. We have two green slips this evening. Our first one submitted was Andrew Murphy, commenting on items on the agenda and not on the agenda. Mr. Murphy, please, you have 4 minutes. Superintendent Corby will be keeping time. Please state your name and address.
Andrew Murphy, 1828 Blacksbridge Road, Anvil. My first thing I want to address is the weight room coordinator position, because it is set up where you guys said you're allowing double dipping. I did the math, and if they become a weight room monitor for every day, they're going to more than double the rate that you're giving them. doing my job and I was teaching at the same time, I would take a day of the monitoring to earn the extra money to do all the stuff to figure out is everything good and in good working order. So I would suggest that you guys add a minimum number of days, either per week or per month, that the weight room coordinator has to be a monitor, so that you're actually getting some hours instead of just someone saying, I'll do the position for $2,000. So I suggest you put some time so that you make sure that you get some time from the coordinator, other than just having the double dip with the monitoring. I also wanted to talk about the busing, as you guys said, and I thank you for taking the how you approach that. But I'm concerned with the way the state audit came out. You guys aren't vetting your drivers or the replacement drivers, or is anything good? I've been attending the meetings for over a year, and I've not heard a single bus driver be approved as a worker here. So based on the state audit, I'm curious to what you guys are going to be implementing to make sure that you guys are vetting these and holding all of them, instead of just relying on your bus company to do so.
Thank you. Our next public input is Phil Vandernoot, General Transportation. I'll name one and it's not on the agenda.
Good evening, everybody. I want to start off, I'm looking forward to, I came here with my son earlier, so I've been here for a bit. And it's interesting, I gotta say, from an outside perspective. I just ended my 30-year military career, so this is where my kids are gonna need me. I put in to be a volunteer coach or just whatever. The kids don't come first, that's the only way we're gonna change the future. Because our kids are gonna be sitting where you're at one day when we're all in wheelchairs, or walkers, depending on your own. But in regards to, if you look around, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This is the best school district I've ever seen. And I'll get worked up over it, because all these people coming in here got nothing else to do but cause drama. Are you kidding me? Go watch TV or Netflix. I can tell you other school districts where children have been dropped off and the police have had to pick them up. So in regards to subcontracting to a bus, we need to be thankful that has a kid, been left behind? No, absolutely not. You guys get all this crap, and I'm gonna tell you straight out, because I shoot from the heart. I'm not your average parent, and you're gonna see a lot of me, but my hands are tied, maybe yours are. If you need anything, I don't care, that's why I want to volunteer. We can do things that you can't, and I'm proud to do it. Transportation-wise, you should see some of the other crap that goes on in these other districts. I'm proud of what you guys have done. Everyone's gotten home, no one's been abused, no one's been left behind. Everyone has made it home, maybe later than you wanted to, but I guarantee you if the kid never made it home, you'd really be angry. So transportation-wise, outstanding. In regards to transparency, who the hell says they're sorry and says we'll try harder? You won't find that in any other district. So God bless you. I'll just tell you straight to your face, that's priceless. Absolutely priceless that you can do that. And as parents out here, you got people road raging or just whatever you want, and these are the future. And these people come up here and make decisions on our kids. I mean, honestly, it's a shame all these chairs are empty, but, something goes wrong, that's when you hear it. I think my 4 minutes are almost up, but I can't get enough time trying to compliment all the staff, all the students, administrators. You could be home doing something else, but you're here. And for the people that can't make the time because they're working, or because whatever, they're lazy, but their heart's in the right place, it's like our kids. You might have to pull the goodness out of them, but it's in there. So thank you for all you do. And don't change. Just try harder. And I know it's tempting to maybe do the shortcuts and the wrong thing, but the transparency is amazing. You're doing the right thing. We know it's hard and it's not the best path. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to financial reports, Director Sekeli, please.
$589,295.76 for month ended August 2019. There were no disbursements in the capital projects fund for month ended August 2019.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call vote, please, Mrs. Martin?
Klein,
Yes.
Gray,
Yes.
England,
Yes.
Murray,
Yes.
Bucks,
Yes.
Sekelic,
Yes.
Erdman,
Yes.
Sell.
Yes.
All in favor, motion carried.
Motion to accept the student activity account for month ended August 2019, subject to audit.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call vote?
Gray,
Yes.
England,
Yes.
Murray,
Yes.
Bucks,
Yes.
Sekelic,
Yes.
Erdman,
Yes.
Sell,
Yes.
Klein.
Yes.
All in favor, motion carried.
Moving on to budget and finance, please. Director Sekelic?
Motion to approve following items for consent, items 1, 2, 3.
So moved.
Discussion?
I know this is a consent item. I will consent to all items but number 2.
Discussion? Okay, unanimous roll call vote. Your vote will be recorded in the affirmative unless I hear nay or I abstain.
I am a nay for item number 2, and I am a yes for items 1 and 3.
Motion carries with the exception of the noted. Mrs. Martin?
Yes.
Buildings and grounds. Director Brewer is ill this evening. Director Gray will step in, please.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the 2 consent items, 1 and 2.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Unanimous roll call vote? Motion carries. Moving on to curriculum, Director Murray, please.
Motion to approve items 1 through 6.
Discussion? Unanimous roll call vote. Your vote will be recorded in the affirmative unless I hear nay or I abstain. Motion carries. Moving on to extracurricular, Director Klein, please.
I motion to approve the following items, 1 through 4.
Second. Discussion? Unanimous roll call vote? Motion carries. Human Relations, please, Director Erdman.
A motion to approve item numbers 1 through 12 as consent items.
Second.
Discussion? This is a unanimous roll call vote and will be recorded affirmative unless I hear nay or I abstain. Motion carries.
There is one informational item, suicide prevention team, threat assessment team, and safety committee lists have been updated for the 1920 school year.
Thank you, Director Erdman. We'll move on to interim superintendent's report. Superintendent Corby, please.
Thank you again. As I think this is my last board meeting, I wanted to say that it's been a pleasure working with everyone. The board, administration, staff, and especially students. Very shortly, change will come to this district, and a wise man once told me that when change presents itself, look at it as a welcome opportunity. Everyone, please give Gary Messinger and this great administrative team and board a chance. Give them an opportunity. This is a good district. Are there mistakes that happen from time to time? Sure they are. That's part of life. But please keep in mind that there are hundreds and hundreds of decisions made each and every day in classrooms, in offices, in this boardroom. Do we get one wrong from time to time? Absolutely, and we apologize for that. But also take into consideration, don't lose sight that there's many, many times that great things are happening each and every day. You have a great staff, you have great kids. Begin to get all those success stories out there for all to hear. In closing, I sincerely ask that everyone takes a step back, take a long deep breath, and look at this as a new beginning. Work with, I repeat, work with Mr. Messinger and this board and administrative team, because if that happens, I guarantee great things will happen. Thank you, and I sincerely wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Mr. Corby. We really appreciate your guidance and your wisdom over the past couple of months. You really have been a breath of fresh air, and we appreciate your outside vision and your guidance moving forward. So thank you for your time.
It's been a pleasure.
Reports of representatives, Career and Technology Center.
Nothing to report this time.
Okay, thank you, Director Pine. Director Murray, on you.
I do have a report that I'll hand to each board member, just reporting districts and our involvement in different items that the IU has available for us, so that you're aware of that and can keep an eye on that. Thank you.
Thank you. Legislative PSBA liaison.
Still waiting to see where we end up as far as Governor Wolf's proposed cyber taxes and hopefully putting more restrictions on them and what we have to cover, what we don't have to cover, and hopefully putting some oversight into all of them. The cost to several school districts are insurmountable. I think that we saw a lot of that when we went to Capitol Hill and listened to some other districts where we think we're spending a lot. Oof. I mean, we're kind of lucky there. As far as PSBA, I will be attending Start Strong, developing a district onboarding plan for new directors this Wednesday in Mechanicsburg. I will be looking for veteran board members who are still on the board to be mentored. As they have recommended, so if you are okay with that, please let me know via email. Also, just FYI, they do have a suicide awareness and prevention webcast September 25th, and the leadership conference, school leadership conference in Hershey is October 16th to the 18th. I think that this is something that I would like to see more than just myself attend. I can commit one day, but there is definitely too much to see in one day, and it would help anyone that can attend, even if it's for a couple of hours, but that's it.
Thank you so much for representing the board and board members. I would encourage you to take advantage of that opportunity for the conference, as well as in our email. There are webinars and different links that are sent out. It's part of our dues, and it's excellent information that we receive. Mrs. Martin is very accommodating in getting us set up for that. I would also encourage board members that are still going to be on, just to piggyback what Director Sekeli had said. One of the ideas that was suggested at a conference maybe 2 years ago was having a mentorship partnership. So on the board, we would have an assigned partner to check in with just periodically. Do you have any questions about that? So to be more specific about that mentoring opportunity, I think that would be something that would be that I would recommend. Moving on, is there any new business?
I'd like to say something real quick. It's just a personal thank you, kind of to echo what Mrs. Sell said, but to Mr. Corby. His leadership the past 3 or 4 months that he's been with us has definitely been a breath of fresh air. I knew when the interview night came and we had spoken to him about the job, and I heard he was from the coal region, that kind of made my ears perk up, because I thought, boy, that's kind of what we need right now. And the leadership style that he gave to us, he definitely didn't disappoint the coal region reputation, because he's been very, very straight shooter, very honest with the board, kind of told us how it is, and didn't ask for our opinion too much, just a very strong leader. And I look forward to him working with Mr. Messinger on an as-needed basis, because he's definitely a great mentor and has a lot to offer. So I do appreciate the Cole Region leadership he gave us. You're a great guy, Jay.
You can put that on your resume. Whole reason, leadership style.
Thank you.
Mr. Marlowe, was there any families that came in? No? Okay. Just if you weren't here at the beginning, we do want to recognize and thank all the students that were recognized over at the auditorium earlier. We do understand that there was some confusion, and we had some families show up in here. So if they are not recognized, pass the word, and I'm sure building principals will make sure that they're recognized in some way that's appropriate. Is there any other new business?